Number 1.
What do you mean?
Jazz.
You need help. You need help, man.
Hell, bro!
Want a break from the ads? Upgrade now to Spotify Premium and enjoy ad-free music.
Hello. Welcome in, Vamp Cows. Oh, everyone's doing splendid. Welcome to the library that will ruin you. Welcome to the Vampire Army, Rift Hunter. Moo. Hope you're doing great. I have quit my gacha game addiction. No more Arknight's Enfield. No more Wuthering Waves. And because of such, I now have free time. And this free time, this free will, yes, I'm playing Library of Ruina. The hit famous prequel to Limbosi, which is the sequel to Lobotomy Corp, which I don't know if I'll ever play, but maybe one day. There's supposed to be music playing, but I don't hear it. Okay, now I think do I hear it now? Okay, it's just like ambience more than it is like music. Let me see. I'm depressed. Hi, depressed. I'm Lord Vermire, or in this case, I'm the Seraphina. But otherwise, I'm Lord Vermire. Typically, usually, 3 days a week, I'm Lord Vermire. All right, let's see here. What kind of sandwich you eating? Are you sure? Yes, I was. I did not know this main menu was the main menu. I just kind of hit new game without really exploring much. I did not know there was only like 4 buttons, but it's okay. Start new game. Scene 1, Canard. I go out into the street. My hands are in my pockets. Ham and cheese. I'm more of a fan. I'm more of a fan of peanut butter and jelly. That's just me. I still cannot leave this place. Even at the end of all this, I cannot be free. Am I not allowed to have a dream that is beyond my means? Damn it, the purple tear. Can't believe this is how she handled it. Thanks for the head pat. What the hell happened? What's with all the smoke? Guess I'll have to trust her. You know, I never actually even knew this game had voice acting for this entire time. For all these ages, I thought this game was just a visual novel, period, with no voice acting. I'm still gonna voice everything anyway. I mean, why would I not? In case no one wants to read. Hey yo, it's Sexy Angela in the outfit we see her only once in, including the trailer. I'll only say this once. I despise verbose and roundabout speech that doesn't get straight to the point. So don't try to get wordy. Just answer my questions. You don't get to question me either. Thanks for the— alright, I'm hydrating, thank you for it. Where did you come from? How did you enter this place? And for what purpose? Well, who are you? Oh boy. I'm suddenly getting all nauseous. Ah! My leg! Thanks for the head pat. I warned you, and you crossed the line. Let me ask you one more time. Where did you come from and how did you enter this place? And for what purpose? I was just walking around it before I even realized it. I have no idea how I got here. Damn it! Let's get shit out of my right leg. I swear I wasn't even trying to trespass. I don't even know where this is. Somehow, Roland, I don't believe you. When I know about the purple tear, I woke up around 1 p.m. and started walking around the streets of District 13. Since I was just out and about, I figured I could go whenever I wanted, so I decided to drop by. Ham ham pong pong. Heard they served a weekly special sandwich. Anyway, I had bills to pay, got no jobs, had to make a living somehow. As a one-man off. Pain. He got a ham. Man, he's enjoying a sandwich just like you, Rift. You dragged on for too long. I'll be taking your left arm and left leg next. You have no purpose, and you don't even know how you got here? Just who are you? Just a doorway fixer who's hit rock bottom. What the hell is this place? Who are you? Man, you know, for someone that's just got their the right side of their body lobbed off, you're somehow able to talk pretty well. Come on! Taking 2 limbs at once is cheating. I'm the one asking the questions. Your name? Roland. Good. Welcome to the library. We've yet to serve the guests. But then, you suddenly appeared out of nowhere. It took me quite a bit of effort to design this library to ensure that no uninvited guest could enter. You see. Damn it. It's all I had. I don't have any cash or mortgage to get new ones anymore. Seems he's fainted. Wake up. Oh, just a snap of her fingers and we're here now, huh? My legs, my arms. Wait, they're all intact again? You should be able to swing your arms and walk again. And I made a few readjustments to your body to make it a bit easier to use. He's not just poor, he's not just a brokey. Bro's living in like the Omega Gulag. Although you did trespass on my library, I also took your limbs away without your consent. So I'm giving you these as an apology. I'm quite patient and generous, you see. Patient my ass. Am I really supposed to be thankful for this? I love how nonchalant this opening is. When the, your warrant isn't in effect anymore, right? Nope, not anymore. I had a few thoughts while you were knocked out. And here's my conclusion. You'll help me out here. Okay, wow, damn, just because I trespassed? Well, you know what, fair. You know, I hear in Kentucky, they just game end you if you trespass. What, huh? Do since these days kidnap people this way, too? Or is this one of the wings? I heard rumors that they abduct test subjects from here and there for singularity research. An acquaintance of mine apparently began jumping between dimensions as a side effect of one of those experiments. Man, I sure do wonder who he's talking about. Totally not a reference to the purple tear. Oh, my life really is an unlucky mess. This is a library. I don't know the syndicates you're talking about, but this place isn't a wing, at least. Doesn't really matter. Whatever the case, I'm trapped here and you'll exploit me, right? That's an autoplay. Is this fast forward? I'll assume so. Yes, I'm letting you live for 2 reasons. First, I need an analysis on how you could enter this place uninvited. Sending you back or neglecting you without knowing the reason could pose a significant threat to the library. Well, it's not like you can leave without my permission anymore. Damn, we're just her slave now. Well, I mean, hey, we go from being a broke boy to being a slave. I guess. I don't know. I mean, at least slaves get fed and housed. Second, from now on, I will collect books about the city in search of the one absolute book. And I want you to help me with this process. What is this one absolute book, girl boss? Tell us. Since you are a resident of the city, I expect to be helpful in various ways.
My heart.
I love you.
I love you.
I loved her.
He loves books too. He loves the books so much it makes him cry. And this would happen to me someday. People would disappear without a trace. Would be found as chunks of flesh much later. How would you know those people would be chunks? How do you know those same people would be chunks of flesh? There's no way that you would know that the people that disappeared and the chunks of flesh are the same thing. Well, I guess they also have DNA. I used to laugh at those poor folks for being careless and unlucky. But now I see it as nothing to do with carelessness or anything. Just happens with a moment's notice. Don't be too concerned about your life. You're not allowed to die here unless I permit you to. Damn it. So this was a crazy laboratory sort of deal. Do you, like, shove random stuff like corn kernels and clockwork into people's stomachs and turn them into walking popcorns, I mean popcorn machine men or something? Nah, we just put chicken on your heads and now you're a chicken jockey. Or yes, that chicken jockey's jockeying you. Human jockey! Do you like peanut butter? Who doesn't like peanut butter? Who would dislike peanut butter? I especially like the Omega organic peanut butter that's like $8 a bottle. I had it once, it was good. Not again, no, never again though, because $8 for peanut butter for like the same tub of a Jif is not really worth the value. This has got to be the worst. I'd much rather die and be over with it all. Sure. If you spout such nonsense one more time, I'll gladly turn you a human popcorn machine as you wish. No, mommy, no. I mean, no, ma'am. I've already gone through so many circles of bullshittery. Responded to every bit of meaningless rubbish. Man, Angela, you got a mouth on you. Sorry, ma'am. Let me introduce myself properly. My name is Angela. I'm the head librarian and director of this library. So pretty. Say it! So what am I supposed to do? Your role is to welcome the guests invited to the library. I will carefully determine what guests to invite and arrange an invitation accordingly. And you will entertain the guests once they accept the invitation and arrive at the library. I like anime and manga and gaming! So you have actual experience working as a fixer. I am sure you will be able to give the various types of guests a much better reception than I could. I'm just a washed up grade 9 fixer though. Yes, Roland's just a grade 9 fixer. That's totally how and why he knows the purple tier. What's this reception all about anyway? Do I catch their eyes or be a waiter or something for them? Solo leveling 15 books. Bro, it's gonna take 15 years to read through. Solo leveling 15 books. I hear watching the anime, usually it actually helps them go to sleep. In 5 minutes of watching solo leveling, you sleep. Every episode, yeah, it takes like 5 tries to complete it. Actually, it takes even more so because you often like are too delirious to even remember what happened. So it's like 8 times. So, what is that? 8. That's at least 176. At least 176 like episodes of solo leveling. You'll go because there's 24 episodes. I'm reading the 15th book. Oh, what's the good thing you already have it? Otherwise, if it was in this library with Angela, I don't know if she would let you rent it so easily. It's simple. You just have to deal with the guests in a physical manner, of course. The library presents the guests with an ordeal, and books will open up in the process. The guests who have overcome the ordeal will be deemed worthy to earn their books. There is the possibility that you may die in the process of reception, but it's only temporary. You'll get back up when the library closes. No one here may rest without my permission. Do you happen to have some weird fantasies about fixers? Aren't you expecting too much from a grade 9? I'm not as talented as you seem to think, you know. That's none of my business. I prepared a manual for you, so go ahead and figure things out for yourself. Well, I think I get the gist of it now. So, how does this invitation exactly work? Open up the invitation and register the book you wish to serve to your guests. $20 a book. Damn, $200, $300 for something that's gonna take like 4 years to complete. Then again, though, if it helps you go to sleep, if it helps you go to sleep and you are interested in that new dopamine fixture every time you go to sleep too, it works. The invitation will be naturally sent to those who need the books. That's it. That's a bit too easy. These nuts are easy to fit in your mouth. The invitation is another carefully crafted work of mine, much like the library. Yes, think of it as a compass. Yo, is that a reference to Olympus Company? It would be easier to understand that way. Ah, a compass? Olympus Company reference? As in the tool that tells directions. Manga! I'm happy for you, Timmy. What is your favorite manga? I'm a big fan of Kaburabachi. That is the hit famous manga. That is actually soon to get an anime adaptation from the same guys that made Uma Musume Pretty Derby anime. That's right. The invitations will guide me towards the one book that I truly wish to obtain. And sometimes the invitation may turn red. According to the books you registered, solo leveling, well, you must like going to sleep then. A red invitation indicates that it can't be sent to the special guest. Oh, Timmy's not even here. Lamau. There he goes. Hi, Timmy. Welcome in. Until we register the books that matched what the red invitation wants, our journey will be halted for a bit. There's no guarantee that the guest will always respond to the invitation, right? In fact, there is. They're destined to come. And the guests will accept the invitation of their own will and enter the library. That's because humans are predictable and they always want the answers now instead of the journey! That's surprisingly polite and fair for something that takes place in this city. Most of the time, people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement. Well, anyway, once we get those books, what comes next? The library is a place of limitless possibilities. Even I cannot fathom the infinite space and power of this library just yet. I know I made reservation and everything rolling, but like, it's so awesome and so powerful. I don't even know how it actually works yet myself. Don't worry though, we got plenty of time to figure it out together, homie. That's why I wish to complete the library by filling that space with books. And I will get in my hands the one perfect book that will complete me in my library. But like Angela, you look like a complete woman to me. Perfect book. Huh. Suppose those books are different from the ones I know. Oh. Oh my gosh! Am I even allowed to watch this? I know this is the Millie music video of this game, but is this acceptable to watch on Mr. YouTube, or are they gonna copy strike me? Can we copy strike PewDiePie? Can we copy strike PewDiePie? It's so sad that's Angela's only. That's like the only time we see Angela in that outfit. We see her in that outfit 2 times. And that's about it. You know, Library of Ruina, I guess they make it pretty clear. Oh, you know what? It's actually kind of funny how similar this is to the Olympus Company. Roland constantly gets gamed and brought back to life. Thanks to Angela. The sinners constantly get gamed and come back to life thanks to Dante. Yo, imagine the... Ooh. You know, maybe that's how the sinners have the abilities that they have. Is that somebody went to the city? Oh no, someone went to the library and figured out how the library worked, and then just copied and pasted that for Dante. Like, the library is a domain expansion, and then Dante's like an open domain. Sorry, I don't love anyone. No, I can't do that, because I have no love to share. I'm an emotionless rock. There is no heart in this body of mine. Just a pit of anger, depression, and sadness, and loathing. A reception begins by sending an invitation to guests whom you want to invite. You'll want to navigate to the question where to begin this process. Select the episode you like to play. With this panel, you'll provide the set of books required to start the episode. A book of something. This scene shows the list of books currently in the library's possession. Select the needed now book. Continue along with the final preparations with the invitation. Bag of holding. When you're ready to send the invitation, confirm your choice and hit the send stamp. This looks a lot more complicated than probably what it is. Hey, hurry up and scrap them now! The Zygons might arrive any second. I'm doing my bit here. Hey, yo, the rats from the hit famous Witcher Season 4, where the game ended. I just can't seem to get the clean rip of his guts. The cuts of this guy are weirdly different. I've never even heard of a body modification procedure that does this. Something's off with these organs. Looking really strange. Damn it! The footsteps are getting closer. Forget about the clean cuts. Just pull them out and take them. This guy actually kind of looks like the guy from the start of Limbusi. At this rate, our heads are gonna be getting nicely chopped off our bodies. Why does he have this kind of stuff in his body? What kind of stuff is it, girl? Whatever, just take him. We're out of time. Just about done. Now, run! That was close. You're a bold one, Heath. Going for a gut harvest in a territory managed by this Y. These are the only jobs we have left. We have to climb up by any means necessary, whatever it takes. You know my dream, right? Become one of the fingers of the bat tree. Oh, one of the 5 fingers. Ooh. Which one though? Probably the middle. I think you would fit most in the middle. I don't think you would like the ring. Actually, no. Maybe you would like the ring. Well, no, the ring. Sandwich. What about one? What about one? What about one? You want one, Timmy? Holds all the books in the world is the bag of holding. that just sounds like a Skyrim item. Yeah. All right? Let's see. The middle. Yeah, the middle where he takes. Well, I don't know. Middle just constantly takes revenge on people for really dumb things. The ring just mutilates people for the sake of art. What else? What does the thumb do? You know what? The thumb, he seems too much. He seems too independent to be even. Yeah, he seems too independent to even consider being a part of the thumb. Maybe the index? Yeah, no, I don't think this. Yeah, dude, I think your dream is ass. I think I don't think you would be able to follow any one of the 5 fingers rules. I'll admit, it's rare to see someone with a dream these days. I have a dream that one day we'll get soup on the shelves for 49 cents. No longer Campbell's Chunky for $2.50. It'll be 99 cents. So off these guts, we followed us first. We gotta prepare enough cash to offer to the stray dogs. Bungo Stray Dogs? The anime that Japan hates but Westerners love? True. This could be our chance to join an urban legend class syndicate. Right. Alright, time to check out the harvest. Hey, is this a joke? You sure you described the right stuff? I told you, this guy didn't have a single proper organ inside him. I expected to enter it soaked in drugs like Nephilim at worst. Sorry, damaged too badly. It's almost like someone already blew them up. Well, he does it with anesthetics. Didn't do no harm. So it makes sense. How could he have even walked around with these messed up organs? What if he's one of those, you know, remember said there's a guy who skewers and burns people alive to turn them into dolls. Ooh, foreshadowing. Yeah, I've heard of that too. But look at the state of these things. Not the case at all. Alright, those dolls are made by threading flesh and bones together, but this son of a bitch didn't have any scars or stitches showing outside. Now that I think about it, there was a round orange symbol in the back of his neck. I thought it was a tattoo at first, but he didn't seem like the type to have one. Here's a desk-working dweeb. Symbols? Tattoos? Damn it. Please don't tell me we poked the wrong beehive. Besides that, he also had this envelope in his body. What the hell's an envelope doing in a human body? It's getting worse. Give me that. An invitation to a library. What's this about? Books? You can get books from the library? What a bunch of nonsense. It was a flop after all. The payment is due tomorrow. You've got 7 hours, to be exact. That's too little time for another run of gut harvesting. We're headed to the library as the invitation says. I don't know what this book thing is, but we're out of options. We gotta take any chances we can get. Isn't this just suicide? Even what kind of place it might be? Can't be any worse than dying to the stray dogs of the Zwei Association. We're screwed anyway. Shut up and follow me if you want to live. Shut up and let me take your money! What was that we just saw?
Fragments of the invitation process. We can take a peek at the stories of our upcoming guests.
Didn't take you for a peeping Tom.
It's more convenient to know what kind of guests will visit us in advance, isn't it?
You know, I already knew a bit about this game, but I didn't actually know that scene, like, these cutscenes would actually be a part of the game. I thought it was just an intro for us, the audience, but no, I guess it also is for the characters.
Besides, this is the invitation's will, not mine.
That's a splendid thing you got there, man. Prize upon people and kidnap them, too. Perfect tool for crime. Heck, if the invitation can do all that, why don't we just see the whole reception part? Can't we just teleport them right into a room full of traps or something?
I cannot do that. Only take a peek where it has been decided that the guests are coming here of their own volition. And the invitation's power isn't wholly mine either. I am simply borrowing it.
Yeah, no way anything can go so smoothly in the city.
They're desperate guests.
Tell me, was the invitation responsible for that symbol and eternal damage as well?
What? Not a chance. Does it have anything to do with what happened? The invitation simply finds a way to those who need it.
That means those weird happenings were someone else's doing? I've never seen that kind of phenomenon back when I was a fixer. It's like something from the ruins. Ruins reference! The
ruins?
I don't know a whole lot either. I only heard stories of it. Should I describe it as magic? That kind of stuff exists in the ruins, apparently.
In any case, we simply greet our guests. They seem to be low class, but oh well.
Damn, they're poor. That's alright though. Maybe they'll have some good book. They'll have some good book in them. Those are probably a bunch of lowly gangsters from the back streets. We call them rats. Groups of half-assed thugs that barely qualify as a syndicate. They don't have money or power. They're losers who only think about making ends meet day by day.
Oh my gosh, she's just like me? I'm a loser too.
I might have just roasted myself there.
The back streets. I know of them.
You do?
Someone I know was from the back streets.
Yeah, it was the Red Mist!
Well, that's nothing special, really. The back streets stretch all over the city like veins. Heck, it might actually be tougher to find someone who isn't from the back streets.
So this is the library. Looks fancier than I thought.
Could be a bunch of valuable things here. Greetings, dear guests. This is the library. And I am Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. You may find what you desire here, but you also may end up yielding your precious possessions to us.
The owner of this place? We're allowed to take whatever we want here, right? You know, holy man, there is... Wow. I love that there's actually a bit of a different art style between him and Angela. Like, it's probably the same artist, but I just mean you can tell how like raggedy and broke this guy is in comparison to Angela.
Indeed, you may earn books, to be exact, if you're able to, of course.
Are those books things really worth a lot, though?
Of course they can be, if the information they hold is valuable.
Mangchi! Beggars can't be choosers. You gotta cling to anything we can find.
May you find your book in this place, then.
Up here you can see some bare information about the librarians who participate in the reception. this section you can view detailed information about the selected character. Underneath, you can check the list of combat page cards. Okay. And from the guests that have shown that accept the invitation of the library shown here. In this section, you can view detailed information about the selected character. Underneath, you can check the list of combat pages the reception is used. Select this bar at the top. Select this bar or press the relevant button to start the battle when you have finished reviewing all available information. Interesting music. I can't say I'm a fan. This does not really fit the game to me. Okay, so this looks like a lot of info. Man, it's amazing how far the game has come. How Library of Ruina came to like Limbus Company. Look at those sprites, they're so blocky. This text describes the ability of the page. Usually activate upon use. In combat, 3 types of offensive dice exist, each corresponding to different damage type. Slash, pierce, blunt. Okay. The ability of an action die written on its right may activate when the die is played. Attack hits or the target die. During battle, use combat pages. Using combat pages is a resource called light. The amount of light a character currently has is indicated by the number of yellow icons above them. When the scene begins, press the space to roll the dice. Each of us has duties to fulfill in its own positions. Oh, interesting. Okay, so they all had something to say. A higher speed value offers the following advantages. The enemy speed is lower than yours. You can redirect their attack to you. Characters with higher speed values will act first. Place the librarian, the speed dice in the librarian. So the librarians handle combat pages. Okay. Changing cover. How do I find out if they're weak to something? Okay, so what looks like highlighted. So you're weak to pierce. Now select the speed dice of the opposing to target them. By pressing Q or clicking the icon, you can toggle quick mode. The action dice are rolled automatically during battle, allowing combat to play out smoothly. The combat mode is off. Depending on some early action dice in order engagement. Okay. With this utility, you can automatically fill the librarian speed dice with the combat page and targets are determined. This makes the battle proceed quicker at the cost of precision and strategy. These are visual indicators showing the librarians and guests are currently targeting the. Press the spacebar button or clicking on the icon after the speed dice at the rows to begin the combat phase. Okay. Okay, so it's gonna autoplay now when one of the two opposing characters. I wonder if it's a when both characters in an engagement have a dice to play, clash occurs. Okay, I know how clash works. I told you it was a bad idea. Oh, damn it, this is too unfair for us. Shit, I knew I should have come here. But the guy almost turned the tide and got me there. Guessing meet their demise that will be resolved into books. The higher the guess emotion level was, the more likely they are to yield books in greater quantity, or when the librarian dies during combat, they will rise once again once their reception is over. Interesting. This is too unfair for us. Womp womp. Cry about it. This is it for me. I didn't get to enjoy anything. Sounds like a skill issue. so I can, I really, all right. That button is basically just win rate, but not called win rate. Currents call for the reception of rats. Womp womp. You check the books you have obtained from the reception here. If you fail the reception, this part will show the books you have lost instead. You can check the battle symbols your receptions have obtained from the reception here. Conclude the reception and exit the stage. I wonder, is it so important for them to belong to a renowned syndicate? All part of the city life. You have to belong to a group. Be a syndicate or anything else. The city gets too tough otherwise. Oh, that was short. You can now select the floor of general works during reception. In this section, you can burn the books that you have obtained. You can see what books in your possession have to offer. It is recommended to keep one copy. You can check the list of items that can be obtained from the book burning. Press the relevant button to begin burning your books and burn up to 20 at a time. What? Oh. You'll see a lovely animation. That floor is cooler, and you may randomly obtain pages of the book. There are two types of pages you may acquire: key pages and combat pages. Key pages contribute to libraries' physique. They serve as equipment. Combat pages are techniques used by librarians. The rarity of a page ranges from paperback, hardcover, limited to object art. The pages of higher grades are more powerful, although rare to acquire when burning books. Key pages have a set limit of how many they can be owned, which depends on rarity. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna keep 2. Perhaps even, you know what, let's keep 3. So what do I get from burning 5 books? I have a lot of Pete pages, I have a lot of Monk Sheet pages. I have like a little bit of Lenny's. This seems really complicated. Presidencia? You can read and review various story contents. Rest episodes of stories of your patron library. Ship this episodes of brief interaction between patrons and librarians. Click on a group of guests and then click on an episode. Select the page which you'd like to read. Oh? Wait, Presidencia. Main story. Alright, books. Want to hear a secret? This is kind of embarrassing, but I used to have a dream once, like Pete does now. Yeah, I know. I'm still younger than him, with a long future ahead of me. What could I do? Life's too rough for that. I'll just say that the rats are a pathetic bunch who were too incompetent to join even the smallest syndicate, let alone a wing. Filthy losers who fed on junk and leftovers. Now making an effort to change. Back when I was a young kid, I didn't like that. I thought I was better than those rats, so I decided to get into an exam in E-Town. Well, did I know that I'd be the one choice that I'd regret the most. I begged and nagged at my parents, want to achieve that stupid dream. How'd it go, you ask? Seems you're just as stupid, aren't you? I won't be hanging out with these folk if I made it now, would I? What I'm saying is, dreaming won't do jack shit for you. They didn't end up here because they gave up trying. Hell, they wouldn't have set foot on this garden in the first place if they had what it takes to achieve their dreams. You get it now? Pete's a huge idiot. Did you know? There's great to reach alley in the back streets. Funny, ain't it? Trash is trash. Trash and a trash can are great in each other. The parts that they're under the protection of a syndicate office or association are pretty much safe. Sweepers can't raid those streets easily, when the people who live there are in a different grade from those who don't, though. Pointless. Honestly speaking, sure, it's a bit safer over there. We're talking about the back streets, get it? You know what's funnier? Even kids would group themselves according to what part of the streets they live in. They'd even shun the others whose clothes or manner didn't fit their turf style. I had no choice but to accept the sad truth. You wondering how things were in the alleys I lived in? Couldn't afford to pay protection fees to a syndicate, so the sweepers came down at night and collected most of my neighbors. I witnessed them take chunks of flesh into my parents and brothers while they were still breeding. Don't pity me though. My story ain't nothing special around here. There's a lot of peeps who hang around the back streets alone. I thought, well actually no, I thought the way the sweepers worked is that if you were inside a house, I guess they're, yeah, alright, well I guess that, with Limbus Company, that's how it works. That if you're inside a house when the sweepers came, then you'd be safe. I guess in this case, or in Library of Ruina, they expand on that. Library of Ruina expand that before Limbus Company did. Library of Ruina expands as a prequel, a game that came up previously, informing us that syndicates had to pay for houses or areas to not get assaulted by sweepers either. Hello, Chan's Plays. Welcome, and hope you're doing good. There's not a lot of peeps who hang around in the back streets alone, because that's just madness. Weak and dowdy folks gotta band together to survive. Get into a small syndicate or anything that makes a living somehow. Some ignorant fool makes a scene in the back streets on their own. They just make themselves a target as soon as others notice they're alone. That's why we move in groups. We're called rats for a reason. We crawl about in the dark in packs and jump at prey for the chance to buy them apart when we spot one. So, you wondering if we rats have any dreams? I guess belonging to a proper syndicate, if any. Or just too tacky and amateurs to be called one. We hate being bound to rules, so hell freeze over before one of us joins an office. An old rat I know would move to an examinee town instead of your wing entrance exams. Those nerds at examinee towns aren't too different from rats like us. We're all dreaming silly dreams that'll never come with our petty skills. An office, a wing, a syndicate, or whatever. Think it's an easy task to belong to a decent group. You'll just accept what they got and live on. But still, I want to have a dream. Alright, so I don't want to burn any more books. Invitation. Do I have any books I could register? The book of something. I could register a book of rats, I guess. What about else? Book of something. I can so actually I could do another. Can I do another book of rats or no? There are no guests you can invite right now. Please move over to this panel and select the library in this floor and move to the combat page list. You can see the currently equipped combat pages here. This is the list of combat pages owned by the player. Okay, so if I take that out, I can put that in. Alright. What about... Alright, we can get rid of one light attack, one dirty blow, and then we can get rid of a light defense, and then backstreet dash, and then charging covers. All we can do is skitter away. Bro, why you keep spamming W? Save current setup, sure. I guess. This is a lot more complicated than I expected. It's just called 0? Okay. Alright, so obtain the book of question mark. Okay, we're in the Keter floor. We go to invitation. Canard. I go to the streets and out in the streets, my hands in my pocket. I still cannot leave this place. Oh wait. I already went through this, didn't I? Okay, so it's going upward. Alright, so we need to send out a book of rats? Send an invitation.
이런 자질구레한 일이나 하려고 개고생하며 해결사가 된 건 아니라고.
Why would I do that? Failed again! I didn't go through all the trouble of becoming a fixer to do mundane chores like this. You know how it is. Only a select few get to rise up in the ranks. But still, we might get to see the light one day if we start out with smaller tasks, don't you think? I envy your optimism, Finn. Adventure time? A quest like this, like please find my lost cat before night falls, is seriously not it. Garbage offices get garbage requests. Yeah, Finn. You probably had better things in mind when you became a fixer. You know, a bigger field to play on. I'm sure I can move to a nicer office or become an associate fixer someday if I keep working hard. Then I might... That's odd. There's a envelope in my pocket. It says, the invitation? Smells fishy. Can't overlook something like this. Besides, if that's written on the invitation, if that's what's written on the invitation is true, those books could be of interest to several associations. It is interesting, but we don't exactly know what's in the library, right? We should report this to the office first and take care of it formally. I ain't about to feed a garbage office that won't feed me. We're going first if you don't wanna. They call themselves fixers. Do you have to be friends with them? What? Look, assuming all fixers know each other is... It's like picking two random pedestrians and hoping they know each other. Your question is basically asking these two strangers. You're both humans, so you must know each other, right? You get what I mean? I should expect to see many different kinds of fixers if what you're saying is true. Pretty much. Oh, so we're just gonna fight them right away, huh? Okay. As about epicricity, emotional tension, the librarians, I guess, would be heightened, positive, gained upon when they clash, negative, gained up. Alright, that's like sanity. Alright. I talking big. Oh. I missed out on whatever that was. Oh, shit. Well, apparently I can start combat. Oh, wait, what? Oh. So I can start combat without... Interesting. I can start combat without even, like, selecting the attack. Weird. Good to know. Where is your microphone? Near my mouth. Where is your microphone? Yeah, Slay King! A character that may inflict or receive 2 damage types, physical and stagger. Alright, yeah, I know how stagger works. I played them as company. Roland, no! You're supposed to win! Bro, Roland, why are you getting dunked on so hard? Literally, one of the 2 people is at 0 health. How are you continuing to fail? Oh, he's staggered. Way to go, Roland. We lost on the second turn.
Put together argument that is well researched and backed by heaps of irrefutable evidence.
But why? But why? But why? But why?
Nah, what you must have heard was obviously the Samsung Galaxy sound. So in order to do this, do I have to send another invitation to Book of Rats? Is it possible I can soft lock myself and like lose the game? One of 3 librarians. What do you mean one of 3 librarians? Okay. I talked big, but this might have been a bad idea. I may be a nunny, but at least I have the guts to be here. Wow, that's so cool. Hey, way to go, Roland. Wow, winning the first term actually makes a big difference, huh? like, hey. Do it. Do what again? And what did I do? I didn't do anything. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Current call for the reception of Ewan's office fixers.
Well, that was easy. So apparently, good to know. I can quite literally like just perform a turn without even doing anything. All right, 3. Burn these books. See what we get. Rest in peace, your granny though. She will be missed dearly. A Ewan's office fixer page. Was there another thing I could get from that? Nope, just the Ewan's office fixer page. Alright, so if I go to here, I go to book. What? Alright, go to here. Go to here, go to here. The Society of Fixers is built entirely up on mediocrity. The greater you are, the higher you can climb. On the other hand, if you don't have the capability, you should be thankful for any order that accepts you and stay low. Thing is, capability can mean many things. For some, it could be physical strength, and others might have superior intellect. It seems kind of unfair to me that they make arbitrary evaluations of a concept that can be taken in so many different ways. Not that I think I have some hidden talent that deserves a better grade or anything, though I do feel a bit upset, but I think I'm at the right place. The jobs I usually do are looking for lost cats at night. You can tell how low my spot is, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the jobs I'm doing right now. Of course, I mean, sure, I wouldn't say no to some flashy requests. I just accept it to carry on with my life. So real, so true, understandable. I didn't activate no sound though. Don't worry about it. Okay, so look up a grade 9 fixer, send that out, send invitation, right? Okay, send invitation.
Sir, they still haven't responded back to us. Something must have gone. Something must have happened at the library.
Plenty of fixers disappear without a trace. Why would you? No one should do a live stream to get copyrighted. That's literally just gonna destroy your channel. It's gonna ruin your career, your livelihood. Do a live stream to try to get copyrighted. Go to work and just like destroy the building. Go to work and get fired. Lose your job. Yes, great idea. Whether they died or ran off for their lack of response, it means a violation of contract, and they're facing expulsion from my office. And there is too little evidence to back up your claims about this invitation. A door appeared out of thin air when they signed the paper, and they disappeared into that. Be rich people's shenanigans are we experiencing with its singularity. Ewan's office does not have any time to spare with things like that. Damn, bro, this guy's like 4 foot, and this guy's like 8 foot. I might still be a grade 9 fixer, but I can sense that something's off about this. Oh really? How tragic that such good instincts of a grade 9 fixer are wasted on our humble office. Listen up. Let's rock in the well. In this city, insane events happen every second of the day, most of which you haven't heard of. You won't have time to be feeling off about something when there's numerous other things that need your attention. If you can't present visible evidence right now, it's not worth looking into. What about that envelope right in front of you, operator? What? You little brat. Trying to pull a cheap trick on me? I didn't do anything, I swear. Get out for a moment. Hey. This is Ewan's office. Got a good lead this time. Give me some cash so I can hire a few. No, seriously. I have a good feeling about this. True. It can end up feeling like you said. I can check just one more time if you want. I'm not exactly fond of this method, but yep. I have one guy fit for the job. It seems fixers must report to their offices before they can even begin working. Well, that's formal. That's formally the case. I could bypass that since I ran a one-man office, though. Fixers aren't any better than syndicates when it comes to greed. And it looks like this guy is trying to exploit a naive kid too.
So, this is the library. Yeah, Yun said we might get sponsorships from an association. If I succeed, I'll do my best. Greetings, Fixer. I'm Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. Hello, I'm Finn, a fixer at Yun's office. Is it true that I can find books contain lots of information in this place? Yes, of course. You were given the invitation for that exact reason. May you find your book in this place.
If you win fighting Roland, that is. Wouldn't be much of a librarian. I still have much to learn as a grade 9 fixer, but I hope to have a good fight nonetheless. I'll do my best, and you'll do your best to fulfill your own responsibilities. What was Roland yapping about? All right, go Roland. Good job, Roland. Goodbye, Finn. I didn't want to die like this. Rip him. Goodbye, Finn. You'll be missed sorely. We got 3 books of Finn. Very cool. Oh boy. It's not all that delightful just because a young rookie fall like that. All things considered.
You said yourself that our way is quite polite and fair before, didn't you? That most of the time, people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement. The library is different. People who enter this place have agreed to risk death to gain what they want. They even signed the paper to show such agreement. No coercion or compulsion is involved in this process. They make their own choice and pay accordingly. Yeah, but you always know they're always gonna sign, Angela. That ain't fair. Yeah, well, fair point. Still, feels kind of dirty in a way. Ms. 4 will present you with a set of assignments. Completing the assignments will unlock an abnormality battle. When the battles are completed for a floor, a battle against abnormality will become available. Clearing abnormality battles raises the floor's realization level. This is the library's current hazard level, as perceived by the city. Raising the realization level at each floor will increase the library's presence of a threat. The library's hazard level will rise once the gauge is filled. Oh, okay. Let's see, Book of Finn. How many do I have? I only have 2 books of Finn. Can I go back and can we go fight Finn again? No, I don't. No, go back. Look up a grade 9 fixer. Let's fight Finn again. So we could continuously fight these guys. Pretty much. So long as we have a book. A book. So long as I have a grade 9 fixer book, I can continue to fight Finn as many times as I want. Rest in peace, Finn. Once again. Three more books of Finn. Alright, burn books. Book of Finn. 1, 2, 3. This is kind of like a gacha game in itself. Alright, we got 4 Finn's pages. And all this other stuff. I don't know what the other things do. I don't know what those thingies are. It's been a while, sis. Actually, I talked to you some time ago, by myself. Of course, it sounds a bit lonely, but I'm fine. Today's not gonna be the same as the days before. I have good news. I finally joined an office run by this guy named Yun. If she became a fixer. You're proud to see your precious little brother grow up and make it, aren't you? Isn't it cool? I told you there's no need to worry about me. How about Yun's office? I think it's a really nice place. No, I'm not lying. Operator Yun is a bit cold, but he teaches me a lot of things. There's also Ari, who's like my senior. I've yet to be friends with her, but she seems like a good person too, for now. They're giving me small jobs like searching for lost cats. Maybe they're worried I'm too inexperienced to handle tougher stuff. It's not really fancy, but if I start out with small tasks like this and work up slowly, I might be a great fixer one day, yeah? My heart is already pumped with excitement. When I become a proud and dashing fixer, I'll buy a nest migration ticket and get you a nice home for you. I could buy my gear at a workshop thanks to your help, and after that, and all that. Though that's not all. You always looked after me, sis. It's kind of embarrassing to talk about this. Anyway, don't worry about me, and do things you want to do. I know you were always too busy caring for me to pursue your own interests. You offered to give me a prosthetic body or even a minor procedure last time we met. But I'm doing fine without any of that stuff. And you got money to earn for yourself, huh? I'm tired, so I'll be going now. I run around the whole town chasing the cat all day. That's just, I hope we see each other again. And now he's dead. Alright, Keter. You seem to be doing your job meekly, in love for someone who complains so much. What else did you expect her to agree me in such a violent manner? Heck, I was shocked hard. I found myself in the middle of nowhere, and the first person I meet blows off my limbs. I was lost at first, but I get the gist of receiving guests now, but I tried it a few times. Though I do still have a complaint. Complaint? Sheesh, man. Again with that stare. Can't say a thing. Just tell me what you mean. I mean, well, it's kind of tough for still to guess alone. Guests arrival one by one I can deal with, but when a whole group enters, the first thing that comes to my mind is, oh, how am I supposed to fight all of them? There's gotta be a point where one person is no longer enough, right? It's only working right now because all we've been facing were minor syndicates and stuff. The whole fuss about heightening emotions, so I can't just kill the guests right away because of that. What's that odd face hinting at? There is a way, technically speaking, although I'm not certain if it's for the best. You're gonna join in the fights yourself? No. There are entities that could be of help, however. And those entities are the beings that used to wield tremendous strength and power, but are now too transient to remain in physical form, barely holding on to existence. I don't remember seeing any living beings in this library other than you and me. There are sleep inside books, where the perfect environment for them is simulated, along with librarians who will be of assistance to you. Librarians? Entities inside books? That's all you need to know about them for now. What matters more is that you can be useful for the library's growth. Alright, let's say that's the case. How are those sleeping entities supposed to help us exactly? You have to enter their books and free the librarians trapped within. I believe they're under the influence of the abnormality's powers for various reasons. Since they're highly unstable, they won't easily trust us. They're basically saying they'll take us for invaders. Correct. If you can overcome all ordeals presented by them, they will come to accept you. Instructions still unclear. Ma'am, you said they're as mighty as wet paper? Now, you sure they can give any help? We're not making the abnormalities receive guests for us. If they can be understood and accepted, they will empower the librarians, directly or indirectly. Still too ambiguous, I've gotta say. Anyhow, what you're saying is that they'll present us with ordeals, basically, and we have to overcome them to earn their recognition and borrow the powers. Entering books sounds like something out of a fairy tale. We'll need the power to hide in the emotions of our guests through the peak. After all, I'm she's in there. Sure, anything you say, man. We'll enter the book of the bloodbath? Yes. Oh. A knife driven by a vaguely aroused. Well, it doesn't have what it takes to what? Please create an opposing character. Each character in key page has different resistances. Attacking with damage rates of resistance is set to endure or ineffective will cause less damage. Okay.
How many more failures? Angela's right. This place really is bizarre. There are creepy looking blood clots over the place too. So does that mean I can only use this? All right, now we're winning. Good job, Roland. All right, we have 4 now. Now we have a 4 speed, but only 1 turn. Or 1 attack this turn. Whoa. Come on, Roland. Roland! You're stunned. You can't even do anything. You're useless. We failed the suppression of the bloodbath. How do I... Alright, I click on Roland, right? Okay. I guess I should have paid attention to what that thing's weak to. Into the Book of the Bloodbath. What are you actually weak to? Take a 1 to 5 less damage from its slash attacks. Okay, so... It's weak and fatal to impact damage. Is there... I don't think there's a way I can quit out. I need a whole bunch of impact damage is what I see. If I want to win. Bruh. Stagger it? Hey, we staggered it. Cool. Slay him, Roland. Or not. Well, we are doing far better than we did last time. Roland failed. And now we only have 1 attack this turn. That's a rip. And Roland staggered again. I don't think he's gonna live through this. Rest in peace, Roland. Okay, we need whatever impact is. We need whatever moves that give us the most amount of impact. So go to Roland here. Empty the bookshelf. Empty the bookshelf. Lights on. Everything that's impact related, just bring it out. I'll bring it out, take it deeper till I throw it away. Let's try it now. Go to here, enter the Book of the Bloodbath. It's all impact based, so maybe we have a good chance of winning. Why the fuck is Bro still doing slash? I literally made it all your shit, but what the fuck, Roland? Hit. Okay. Hey, we're winning. Woo! Do that damage.
Max damage. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Looks like we traded there. Roland is stagged. That's a rip. Will he live though? Okay, he lived. Get him, King. Yes. Oh, that's it. That's all you did.
Yay, we won! Yeah!
Suppression of bloodbath complete. That was floor general works realization leveled up. One assistant library is awoken. You now have access to new abnormality pages. New emotion threshold has increased to level 2. What is this? Single ally. Defensive dice game. Okay. We now have Orga. Who the Sigma's Orga? I've never heard of an Orga before. Alright then. So I guess we just have these abnormality passives now? I guess so. Alright, let's go to invitation. Go to here. Go select number 3, Book of Finn. Book of Finn. It's an invitation to Book of Finn. Finn has failed as expected. It was going to last too long anyhow. It was just mediocre. You should have gone a decent modification surgery. Damn! Or had enough talent to make up for his lack of experience. Damn. Finn denied his sister's modification surgery, and bro mocks him for that without even knowing that. How cruel. We didn't have any of that. He was nothing more than an overconfident brat.
Too bad. I kind of liked his affable and cutesy attitude. Though, I agree, he was bound to die sooner or later. Congratulations, by the way. You must have more options now that you're a grade 8 fixer. Yep, so you'd better be careful. If you don't pay me well enough, I might move to another office. Heard that you're barely covering your own taxes these days, let alone the monthly rent for this office space. Am I wrong?
I mean, the case I had Finn handle could make a breakthrough.
You mean the library and the invitation you talked about earlier? But you said the invitation appears randomly, no? How are you going to get another one?
I wouldn't have told you if I didn't have certainty. I recently received another invitation.
Is that so?
Nice Warhammer 40,000 chainsaw blade. The existence of our office depends on this case. The library is sure to get profitable. I have a hunch. So we're gonna everything we have.
Alright, let's roll in some dough. I just bought this lovely thing here from a workshop, too.
Generic woman with jerk saw.
These guys seem quite determined. We should prepare accordingly.
A whole office coming at us, huh? It may be small and insignificant one, but it could prove to be a little tough for the library right now. But if they make it all the way to your room,
the guests cannot act outside of the space we prepared for them. It's how this place worked. After all, the space is created with limitless power. Yet you somehow jumped right into my room when you weren't even invited. Anyways, I'm capable of protecting myself, so there's nothing for you to worry about.
Hello, Chan. Welcome in.
Greetings, dear guest.
You must be the owner of this place.
She doesn't even look that strong.
Finn must have been here earlier. What happened to him?
Ah! That one has become a book. I see. So you turn into a book if you die here. Acting all sentimental when you were the one who sent him here, knowing he'd fail?
Shut up. We all get exploited in bed at some point in our lives.
May you find your book in this place.
You will not find his book. Some receptions are composed of multiple acts. You can check the number of acts in the reception here. Alright, there's 2 acts. Good to know, I guess. So we just go in, I guess. As the emotion levels of characters rise, the overall emotion level of the teams they belong to will be behind as well. When the team's emotion level goes up, you may choose an abnormality page to use to begin the next scene. There are two types of abnormality pages: Awakening and Breakdown. Awakening pages typically consist of purely beneficial effects for the users. Breakdown pages offer powerful effects that come with drawbacks. Each floor offers a different set of abnormality pages to choose from. The likelihood of each type of page being presented depends on the ratio of positive and negative emotion points. Okay.
I'm not gonna predict the lead. Is operator coming here or not? Ah, crap. I hope I don't have a tumble while running. Gotta start with the right foot first so I don't fall.
So who does Sigma is Orga? Who is this Orga person? It's just a random no-name nobody. Man, no wonder why people love using the snapping sound in this game. It happens so often. Let's see. After 3 successful attacks in the same target, deal 3 to 10 bonus stagger damage. Take 5 to defense. When hit, reduce the damage of the attack to 20 to 0 at a 20% chance. You know what? I like that. It's like the librarian. Roland. Well, that was all right. That was easy. Roland, no. Well, that was easy. There's another floor, isn't there? Cyber receptions are composed of multiple acts. Yep. All right, I saw. Okay, so this is the second act now. And now we're going up against the real opponents. There's no need to drag on any further. Let's end this neatly.
Alright, here comes an all-out attack. This one's gonna hurt.
These nuts are gonna hurt in your mouth. Got him. Ow. He did a lot of damage to Roland there. Roland, I guess you have that on you. Yo, she staggered him. Nice. I've lost? How disgraceful.
Flap, flap.
Get dunked on.
I shouldn't have followed you in here. That asshole didn't even help.
Well, alright then. We get a lot of grade 9 fixed books.
Excellent. This guest named Yoon could make an especially valuable book for us.
They're all like moths dividing into flames. That Yoon guy seemed like a clever sort, but even he ended up blindly jumping into the fire to get what he wanted.
Once you've had a taste of desire, it comes in like an unstoppable wave. It's a quote I heard a long time ago. But is that desire true to one's heart?
I have no idea, is it? Well, aren't you funny? You said you despise roundabout speech, and now you're all being all poetic. 10 out of 10 delivery. Certain librarian I know would have taken an arm and leg if she heard that.
Get back to searching books.
It's just as Angela said. We've really got another floor to the library. Hey there! My name's Roland.
Angela? I still can't forgive you. Angela, you... I thought we were already done with that topic. You simply need to cooperate without complaint. Oh, that was the deal, remember? In trying to appreciate that fleshy body of yours, you finally earned back. Did you really think you could make me happy just by giving me a human body? Don't forget, I still don't agree with you. As you wish.
Damn. That was tense.
Hello there. I'm the patron librarian in charge of the floor of history. Malukath.
You seem lively, at least. What was going on just now?
I have some unfinished business with Angela. You probably heard bits of it, but I have no choice but to follow her orders. No matter how I feel.
I'm in the same shoes as yours. Though we seem to have ended up here for different reasons. So, what can I do for you?
You can bring me books, Roland.
Okay.
Since I'm in charge of the floor of history, I'll be sorting the books you bring and collecting those that are about history. Us librarians will then read the collected books, gradually making our floors whole, and completing the library itself as an extension. And we'll naturally get to unlock more floors and awaken their patron libraries in the process. So the other librarians are asleep for now? Yep, they are. I get the gist of it. You're surprisingly brave for someone who was so upset moments ago, by the way. I was kind of worried I might have to endure some of that wrath. I can't let my personal affairs get in the way of my work now.
Aw, what a sweetheart.
I still have my problems with Angela, but it's not like getting mad about it would do me any good. I've got my own reason to do my best with this work too.
Okay. Then let's give it our best shot.
Yeah?
Flare of History open. You can now select the Flare of History in a reception. A patron librarian is woken up. The middle portion allows you to navigate the information on the floors that are currently available. Many more floors will be unlocked when certain conditions are met. New librarians are shown on the floors. You can view the information on the newly opened floor here. You can check the librarian's floor assignments and abnormality pages. So Malikath here can fight. I don't have anything else. Okay, so we have Roland and Orga from the Keter floor and Malikath from the Malikath floor. Alright. Let's see. How many books? I have one book. Alright. We will burn 2 of those. We will burn this one. We don't need any books that fit. Yoon's Office Fixer, page 1. Does that mean that I need, like, 4 more books to get that? No? Okay, we got it. Can I do an office fixer? Alright, Aries page. You have a lot of things to prepare for. You have lots of things to prepare before you can jump into fixer business. Starting with choosing equipment. You'll need clothes to protect your body, accessories, etc. But before any of that, body augmentation comes first. There's no point in having masterful skills or fancy equipment if your body can't keep up, you know? And training hard ain't gonna do it. There's a limit to training your body. And the fittest body is still no match for mechanical prosthetics or bionic organs. You're gonna be able to keep your body intact to do anything. So you're pretty much forced to spend a fortune on it. There's tons of methods to enhance your body. Exoskeletons, bionic surgeries, nano tattoos, prosthetic body parts, you name it. Deciding what workshop tech to employ is up to preference and purpose. Some would want insane muscular strength that would let them carry a power pole one-handed. Others would want ludicrous speed, quick enough to just skip over multiple blocks in a split second. It's so diverse. I could go on forever. You need any ability, they've got you covered. The only hurdle is money in the city. Money's what gets you power. That's why the first thing we notice when we assess our foes is how much they spend on their bodies. Well, of course, some technologies patented by closed groups like certain syndicates or wings are hard to get your hands on, even if you have all the cash in the world. Let's look at me though. It took a teensy little procedure for me to lift this humongous weapon with one hand. This is the kind of power you can get. You see, body augmentation is more of a necessity than an option these days, so you want to study up on that. You don't want to stay a weakling when everyone else is getting their augmentations. Now, do you? Finn was bungling in many ways. He had no talent. He refused to take modification procedures. All he armed himself with was a tiny weapon. I didn't exactly dislike him, though. They say a delicate person like him is nothing short of pathetic here. But he had a passion regardless. He was going to be our calling from now on. Besides, it's not too common to see such a passionate found as ruling mess of a city. It was an interesting one. Why did I exploit him? Exploit. It's a rather harsh word to describe it. If you ask me, a sloppy kid like him would have gotten killed anyway. Ducked in the back streets and faded away while witnesses Ender is getting ripped from his body. That's one of the tamer examples to give. In this city, worse things are happening here and there on a daily basis. If he didn't die there, he could have faced a much more terrible fate somewhere else. Isn't that right? Never mind. This is all about resolution. Think what you want. The society of fixers is built entirely up on mediocrity. The greater you are, the higher you can climb. On the other hand, if you don't have the capability, should we think of... oh, I already read this. Okay. So we want to go to invitation. So does that mean I can get Malukath to fight with us? Actually, I should probably go back to the library, and I should go to the Keter floor, and I should go to Roland, and I should load combat page. I should import this one. Because I don't exactly want the exact same combat related stuff.
You guys should regularly refill your head with brain fluid. A dry brain dulls your thoughts.
I knew. I've been feeling so hazy these days.
Where are we going to route this time?
I think we should go for a workshop. Well, workshops are rich, and they have useful components too. Bro, you can't mimic robots in the city. That's a taboo.
How about an office? We should earn some infamy if we take down an office or two.
I don't think we'll get anything valuable from the office that we can take on right now.
A restaurant, then. I like delicious stuff. You moron! Did you already forget why we got our new bodies?
The new bodies that you can't even speak with? But because we wanted to focus on earning without having to worry about food or sickness.
That's right. We're enduring like crazy. These bodies just need brain fluid, fuel, and some repairs from time to time. We can make money without feeling hungry or thirsty.
You also can't speak. That's true. It costs a fortune to get ourselves full body replacements. But it's still uncomfortable. I know I don't have to eat anymore, but I keep thinking about all the tasty things I had before. It makes me want to taste them again. Oh, how sad. I want to eat food, but I can't.
That's because we got cheap bodies from a cheap workshop. We just have to earn more. Then we can replace our bodies with better ones.
And then you'll be like, oh, you know what? I need to have a stronger body. This one's too weak. Let me get a new one. Oh, this body? Yeah, I don't like sleeping anymore. So let me get one where I have to sleep a little bit less. Oh, this body? Yeah, I get exhausted after like a 30-hour like work day. I want to get a new one, so I don't have to like, I don't get tired until I'm at 40 hours of work. The most expensive ones can even adjust emotions and completely shut off desires, on top of even having good performance. But those are almost as expensive as a Nest household.
Well, we can worry about that later. Let's focus on money making now. It's all about money in the end. So don't bring up restaurants. You're making me want to eat stuff too. There's a piece of paper stuck to your body. I like how this body doesn't have any sensory symptoms, but it's annoying to be unable to feel things like this.
Let's have a look at that piece of paper first. I don't think it was in your body until just now.
Maybe we got too infamous and someone sent us a calling card or something.
Or maybe a coupon for yummy new food.
Are all syndicates composed of such half-witted individuals? I'm expecting someone more refined.
It all depends on the syndicate. The city is crowded with them. Even say there's one for every fixer out there. A number of thugs gather up and do things under a name, and you get yourself a syndicate. They're involved in all sorts of different businesses, so it's hard to give a general description beyond that.
They seem sloppy. Are those machines?
They aren't machines or AI, despite their appearance. Pure machines carry their own emotions and desires. Pure machines carrying their own emotions and desires have long since disappeared from the city. These guys are just using whole body replacements, and low quality ones from a shoddy workshop at that.
I see.
Alright, prepare for the reception.
So we can find valuable stuff here, right? No, we just have to chop up some boxes and take some books. This body has strength if nothing else.
We can aim here for loot, but what if that piece of paper was all a lie?
What if?
Maybe we were too naive. Bro, you signed that piece of paper and you got sent to a library. What do you mean? What do you mean? Maybe it could be a lie.
There is no need to worry, dear guests. In this place, we strictly play by the rules written on the invitation. Yikes! Welcome, dear guests. This is the library, and I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake. In this library, you may attain the books listed on the invitation. If you overcome the ordeal, that is...
Must be one of those ploys by rich folk. It's all entertainment to them.
I heard of that. They kidnap people from the back streets, trap them in the labyrinth no one can escape, and make them water there, fighting for eternity.
Nah, this ain't Squid Game. This ain't The Maze, or Squid Games, or Hunger Games.
Until they die, never to see the light again. We've already come this far. We have to do this. Don't be so gloomy. May you find your book in this place, then.
Oh, what was I gonna look up? I want to look up movie about a maze. Oh, I'm thinking of Maze Runner.
Death Cure?
Okay, there's several Maze Runners. What about, let's see, Labyrinth, Cube, not Cube. Andron, never heard of that one before. The floors that can participate in the reception are shown here. So I could have Malukath fight against these guys, but it's just her. So I think wouldn't it be better if I had Orga? Probably.
My body creaks a lot, but it's durable.
If this goes well, maybe we can move over to a better body, right?
I'm fueled up and ready to go. I'm ready to blow!
It's a Borderlands reference. The music is definitely very lacking. Very simple. Oh, we're rolling and getting their shit kicked in. Alright, let's do this for you, I guess. No, not the rolling. I should make, alright, if we're gonna actually start having trouble here, maybe I should look into what everyone's strengths and weaknesses are, so I can abuse that. I'd be too stucky to die without doing much at all. Okay, I guess we put that on you too. Alright, if you can game in one person, that'd be great. Alright, awesome. She game in one person. But now she can hurt by another. Okay, never mind. She's all right. No. All right. Looks like they're all weak to Pierce, so I should make a loadout of just Pierce. Oh, I can also use Malukath here. I can change our loadout though here. All right, I'm looking for Pierce related stuff. That has anything that is literally just Pierce. Okay, that is. Anything else that's Pierce? That is Pierce. Interesting. The Malukath lore. It's just her fighting alone, and it had slightly different music for a second, but then it stopped. Malukath, come on! Why you losing? Why you getting stunned? Why are you dead? We lost the book of We entered the book of the Scorched Girl. Sure, I guess. Oh? You have 500 health. What? Why does he give me the opportunity to fight this already? Let's see. Alright, you're fatal to everything? That doesn't exactly mean you're going to be easy, though. Maybe I'm just supposed to game in the twigs here. I don't like the combat of this. This sucks. I don't like the combat of this game. I am just going to follow a guide and copy and paste the guide so I can get through it. I'm not enjoying the combat. There does not seem to be much of a... I mean, there is, but there isn't. I just don't enjoy it. I'm not feeling like learning this game. So instead, I'm just gonna cheat. Pardon me. Ow! Oh my gosh! Stop being so mean to Roland. Stop hurting my boy. Stop hurting my dad. Slayer Queen. Although if you don't have enough books though, or you need more books and you kind of run out of one book, you have to like restart from the very beginning, huh? Alright, I need, what is it? I should burn this, I should burn this, I should burn... Yeah. How many commandeering? I need more commandeering, it's still not enough. So I gotta do another invitation. I have to go back to here, I have to do this. Book a fence, send invitation. Go here, start it up, hit this, start it up. So we kind of have identities in this game because we just equip our operatives with different books, and the different books that we equip them with are like different fighting styles, sort of, kind of. Not as advanced as Olympus Company, but similar-ish. Or at least, yeah. So because Yoon is fighting with his fists, and I have Yoon's book equipped on Roland, now Roland is fighting with his fist. Feeling good. Da -na 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 -na. Burn books. Book of Yoon. I only have one of those. I mean, how many Book of Yoons do I gotta do? Well, that's probably good enough now. Little Roland, I need to have a third commandeering, I believe. Then I go to you, and I equip you. I equip you with the key page of Yun. And then I go to combat. And now I need... Where's Wallop? Who Wallop? Who Struggle? Who Focus Strike? Who Commandeer? Library, we got invitation, then we go to here, Book of Yoon's office, Send invitation. Send. Skip. Send in Roland and gang. Begin stage play. Begin auto play, and I guess we should be able to kick their ass now. Yeah! Yeah, I love cheating. Yeah! Hell hands. This one, I guess. Doesn't really matter to me. Bye-bye. Jars, just give that to anyone. Use this, go in. Curtains call for the reception of Brotherhood of Iron. What percent lets units officer within 1% chance to boost their aid? Okay. See? It's not a good idea to keep your brain inside a hunk of scrap metal. Isn't it still better than a frail human body, though? There are plenty of ways to enhance your body without replacing it for another. Heck, there's actually many options. Tattoos, prosthetic limbs, medications, and drugs. You name it. It's all possible as long as you have the cash. Placing your body with a machine, on the other hand, is a one-way ticket you can't ever go back. Robotic bodies cannot reassemble humans too closely. Even if it's for someone swapping out their flesh, your life goes down the drain right away. When does one put their brain in a machine, then? One, when you urgently need a huge amount of money, you can sell off your old body and organs for a good chunk of cash. Two, when you need to do repetitive work for a long time. I heard mechanical bodies like that aren't bad for that kind of labor. Broken parts can be quickly replaced, and desires can be kept under control. So it has its merits. Repetitive work for a long time. What? Interest in getting a new body? No. I was just reminding my past for a moment. Aw, that's so sad. That's so sad. Poor girlie. So, from what it seems like, you constantly need to adjust your loadout every time you go into the library, which seems very annoying. I find that very annoying, where I would, for every encounter, I would need to constantly change my deck slightly to better fit, well, what I'm going to be fighting against. Even if it's not like... Yeah. Interesting music. Bro, the girl filled the wall up. Should probably have enough resources then to burn these books. Cadenza. Patrons, libraries, no. Main story, no. Books? No. Brotherhood of Iron. I freely don't recommend replacing your entire body with a machine, especially with a cheap one. Aside from basic issues such as vulnerability to damage and creaky noises, cheap prosthetic bodies compromise too much. Basically live up all the joys of life. Can you imagine? You can't taste anything when you eat delicious food. You can't feel the softness and coziness of a good bed. You can't feel anything get stuck in your body, be it a piece of paper or a knife. The head remembers those feelings, but you can't experience them again. There are ways to overcome it, though. You can buy a desire simulation chip and plug it in your brain, inject medications, or use other methods. They're just absurdly expensive. You're better off saving up for a more expensive prosthetic body if you really want your senses back. High quality, pricey bodies come with sensory organs. As I always say, it's all about money in this world. What's your favorite food? That's the question I used to ask the most when I studied human body. I love eating. Talking about food was a huge delight for me. We would share each other's tastes and preferences and sometimes head to a restaurant for a meal just like that. But now, my body's a machine, as you can see. I can't taste anything anymore. Thanks for pointing that out. Mo told me to stop dreaming about it. I still want to try more delicious foods though. Hot and flavorful, spicy and sweet, stuff like that. I guess this body is too cheap to restrain delusional thoughts like this. If we get more money and change our bodies to new ones, then maybe I'll be able to stop these thoughts from getting in the way of my work. The city consists of 25 nests and 25 districts in the back streets that surround those nests, and countless offices and syndicates reside in the back streets. You know that what's a surefire way for a syndicate to make a name for itself among all the other competitors? Simplest method is office raiding. You storm into the office and wreak havoc on it. You never know who will be the winner until you fight. You stop at a good beating and one side's a raiding, but some syndicates raid office out of pure boredom and kill everyone. Each syndicate has its own way of operating. It goes without saying that the syndicate has more fame to gain out of raiding a higher grade office filled with seasoned fixers. So the offices have to stay sharp at all times. But you also have to watch it. If you misjudge your opponents, you'll end up dead before you could try anything. Interesting. I should probably change out Melukat's gear and whatnot. So I'm going to look at this guide to tell me what to do. Bye-bye. So long, Gay Bowser. Come back in 10 years. Alright, let's see if I have enough books to burn for Yoon's office now. You burn 2 of those. I should probably have enough, whatever I need now. Import the loadout. Alright, go back. So go to Malu. Oh, no, I don't want to go there. I want to go to you. I want to go to you. Load combat. Load here. Import. What do you mean not enough? Struggle. How do we get more struggles? I can't get many more struggles. Okay, you know what? Just go into the Book of the Scorched Girl. Yeah, that's one. Alright, wall up that. And I didn't do anything against it. That's too bad. So sad for me. Alright, just evade that. I guess that worked. Okay. Now we have 2 light. We have 3 speed. I don't have enough light for that. I can use that wall up though. I flashed. Didn't do it. I did only 1 turn of damage. That's okay. Let's find out. Do we have? Nope. All right. Just initiate combat. Get hurt. We get hurt. We didn't get hurt. Cool deal. Struggle. Bro. Yay, we won! So, have the books helped?
Yep, I'm sorting them all, somehow. It seems to be working, thankfully.
Oh, that's good to hear. By the way, I think I remember hearing Angela saying something along the lines of you burning the fleshy body last time we met. Were you like, not human before?
It was like a replacement body, a change that could never be reverted.
So you had a brain transplant surgery, but somehow managed to go back to your old human body here? That's actually pretty impressive. Thanks to the library's powers, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think so.
You can't let yourself be held back by common sense in the library, huh? I take it that you don't really like having your body back. You didn't seem too happy back then.
Oh no, I actually do like it. It's just that this isn't exactly how I wanted things to go down.
What did you do in the past then?
Yeah, I wonder. What was I in the past, really? You wouldn't believe it, but this is actually my 3rd try at life. This library and its librarians have a lot of history behind them.
3rd try? Can you come back from the grave or something?
It's the accumulated memories from my 2 previous bodies that were carried over, to be precise. My past selves, I never really thought about it this way before.
어려운 문제를 떠안고
A difficult problem you're facing there.
지금은
How about your
넌
present
같아.
self?
전
I'm an irresponsible person who let down everyone's efforts.
무책임한
Oh.
녀석이에요. 그리고
That's depressing. And
분수에
an
맞지
idiot who tried to
않는
reach for something out of my means and ended up
멍청이인 것
causing
같기도
trouble,
하고요.
I suppose.
잠깐.
Whoa, hold your horses. Let's not get too dark here.
일단 진정하자고.
Let's just calm down for a moment.
천천히 숨을
Take a deep breath.
내쉬고.
And let it out. Aw, that's cute.
들이마시고.
In
내쉬고.
and out. Aw, how cute.
좀
Relax now.
덕분에
Yeah,
좀
it really
나아졌어요.
helped. Thanks,
고마워요,
Roland.
롤랑.
Wow, Roland, you're really good with kids.
당장 어떻게 할 수
I
없는
should know
일에
better than
대해
anyone that's
연락받자.
pointless to get upset over things I can't do anything about.
제가 누구보다 잘하는데.
I gotta start with the things I can't take care of first.
좋아. 나도
All
열심히
right.
할 테니까.
I'll try hard with my work
예전의
too.
자신에 대한
Let's take our time
문제는
with the problem of past
천천히
selves.
생각해보자고.
Alright, we have a new assistant library and we have these new thingies. Marinielle. Okay, that's it for now. I'm gonna head to bed. Good night. Thank you for coming around. Hope you had a fun time while it lasted. Thank you very much for Rift Hunter for coming around. I'll see you later. Bye bye.